Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, let's get this done. Oh, that's bright lights. The bright lights. What's going on with the hair? What's going on with the hair, we ask. Okay, I feel like we're kind of wanting to be a bit quick time. Quick time, that's what I record on, quick time player. Okay, so let's straighten out our sleeves. Let's get the cards back out. I seem to put them away after each session. Okay. Let's get this done and then I can get on and cook my dinner. Okay, Aries. We've got some coffee, so that's a good sign, isn't it? Lily's on the windowsill. It's raining. Still? Yes, it's raining. Still rain. Oh, that's a jumper card. Would you like that one? Okay. Aries. I forgot what we were doing then. We're doing a Celtic cross. Should we do a Celtic cross a bit differently? Oh my goodness, hold on. 144. There's never any mistakes. Right. Should we do a Celtic cross? That light's quite a glare in my eyes. Okay. Ooh, that's bright. Bright eyes. Jasper was just all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed on my lap. He didn't actually want me to get up. I was sitting in there, and he came over and he didn't want to budge, and I'm like, come on buddy, I want to have my dinner. And I said, and I just want to go and do a reading. So with a little persuasion he got up, reluctantly, but oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm kind of taking up the kitchen now. I'm just doing a recording, is that alright? Did you need anything? No, I can pause it. Do you need to talk? Okay, I'm planning on putting dinner on in about an hour. Is that okay, darling? Anything else you needed? Okay, sweetie. See, it feels like there's we've got to be a bit quick with the time. Okay, because I feel as if I've got spare time, and it's like you just kind of know the energy that you're going to be interrupted, or it's not convenient for some, maybe. So I felt that energy coming. You kind of know, don't you? You just know. Let's have a look, because I can't actually see your cards. Lily's got down. Okay. What star sign? We're on Aries, which is predominantly the divine masculine's energy, the Emperor. You've got a divine feminine, and this is what we are going to be talking about. So you have a divine feminine, and we're talking to the Emperor, the divine masculine. Is there a challenge about this? The Magician. Okay, you don't really know what to do with a divine feminine, but she will show you. Okay, there is, neither one of you know what to do. The beauty of it is that when you come together, it just works out. You both do know what to do. Okay, so you don't know what to do. What do I do with this magic wand? What do I do with this wand here? Okay, that's why you're here, to assist each other. You do know what to do, and when you blend your energies together, you're going to be bloody geniuses. No fear, okay? No fear about this topic. You're just going to know what to do. Just like the sensing with the sixth sense of knowing when something's an inconvenience or whether something needs to be hurried along, okay? The importance of things. knowing when to kind of chill out. So even Jasper kind of going, no, it's okay, you don't have to go just yet. And it's just about timing here. Okay. So what's gone on in the past then? Because you have a divine feminine, you've worked that one out. I have a divine feminine, which means that you're a divine masculine, aka the Emperor. Okay. Now what? Past energy is the Eight of Wands. Well, you're very aware that the divine feminine does know what to do. Eight of Wands, now that's normally, you would look at these as being arrows shot through the sky. What way do they normally come in? This way. See, it's all a bit back to front. So it's like the divine feminine's gone through this first. One of you had to go through it first. And I would say because of the divine feminine intellect, Mother Earth, Gaia, being connected with the moon energy, being connected with the divine feminine's essence, it would only make sense that she would go through first, seeing as she is the divine feminine. Okay. Intuition, insight. It was like she has preconceived ideas. Eight of Wands. So you can see that she's actually kind of going through here. It feels like it's a turnstile. Now, the Eight of Wands is about you receiving messages. Okay, things happening quickly. And this might be the energy. Everything all of a sudden is just happening really quickly. It's like the divine feminine has evolved. Okay, she's gone through the turnstile. And it's turned things in your life around. So now you can actually feel the divine feminine because she feels her own essence. Okay, so you're picking up on this. It means that you're feeling your own worth now. So what's the current energy? If I say that means you're feeling your own worth now, knowing that you are a divine masculine, you're happy with the name, knowing that you are a divine being, and this is a very divine connection. The current energy is the card of the Six of Swords, moving on. Now, you might not know where you're going, but I feel like this is a third energy. So this is the masculine energy, let's say that's hooded and cloaked. This is the feminine energy, and then you have your child energy, your third energy. So she can tap into fears, insecurity, childhood wounds. Okay, so it's like, I don't want to say that this is her baby because it's matured. So it means that she's embraced her own inner child. Okay, so I always suggest that you have a photograph of yourself, like around about the age of 5. I have one of myself and my 2 daughters, and they're on display so that we never forget who we are, who we were, and how far we've come. So very much about the current energy is about you need to embrace your inner child. When you get to the point of being a divine being, you can actually go back to like your inner child memories, okay, and all the times that you were hurt and maybe bullied, wounded, mocked. Oh, come on, we all know, rejected, shouted at, accused. And it's like, well, you wasn't like big enough, grown up enough, evolved enough to be able to stick up for yourself then. But you don't have to carry that trauma. So I like to kind of go back to little Lucy May. That'll be her name. Little Lucy May. And I say to her, we've been through a lot. And, she had to deal with a lot back then on her own. But I don't feel like we're alone anymore because she's got me now. Like the evolved version of me. It's quite beautiful because not just that, but that little version of you just knows the truth. Okay? That actually brought me quite teary-eyed. It's like tapping into, because only you and them, don't they? Your inner child knows exactly what you've been through. A lot of stuff we don't share. Okay, what we've actually been through. Why? Because we were children. Okay. So there's very much this energy of being able to take care of, not only can the divine feminine take care of herself and her own childhood trauma, wounding, we all have it. Okay, that's one thing that everyone has, is some kind of childhood trauma. Even if you look at yourself being a fantastic parent. Okay, someone else in the family will do something to traumatise, okay, your child. Okay, something that they don't forget. Come on, you all know relatives that, you know, your children don't really like, or they know that they're judged by them. Okay, it affects us. And that's just as a child, let alone what we go through as adults. But we become stronger. So we can take care of the whole lot. And the energy here is also you, Divine Masculine. The Divine Feminine knows how to take care of you. And it feels very much as she's worked through her childhood issues. Okay, should we look into the future? That's what I felt from that. Not just that, the Three of Swords are behind you here. Now, the Three of Swords would denote the Three of Swords, the heartbreak, heart loss. Heartbreak, heart loss. It's not even heartache anymore, it's a heartbreak and a heart loss. Okay, there's this energy of stitching it back together, of helping you to heal. Once you understand how the process works. Okay. So, let's look into the future now. I was going to say the future's bright. You've got the Princess of Wands. Okay, interesting, because I'm feeling the maturity of the stag here. Also, I can feel like the stag's head on display. Okay, but I felt like putting someone's head on a plaque. So, but in a kind of good way. It's something to do with their heritage, because I'm feeling a very country esquire energy to it, knowing your worth. Okay. I'm feeling as if like you could tell by the maturity of someone's face how much they've been through. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. So this stag here is mature, and it's also taking me to like kind of your family tree. Okay. So it's kind of like a good process to be able to go within, especially as she's dressed in all green here. So you might need to like kind of scurry around, have a look into like your family tree, and there's some that the roots are poisonous. They're going to kind of kill off the whole tribe, if you want to say that. And it's time that you pull them up, and they can kind of go and plant their tree elsewhere, but just not in your roots. Okay, so you're going back to your roots. We'll get there. Okay, stag do. So this could be anything, you know, yeah, to do with marriage. I think you get the general idea, but you need to uproot some poisonous roots. Okay. It's like you're planting your own fresh, lush forest now. This land's being transformed. Okay, and it's being transformed by love. So anything that you're not feeling is loving, it needs to be uprooted. And you're not asking anyone to change, you're just asking them to take their roots elsewhere. Okay. What's assisting you behind the scenes? The Chariot. Okay. So we've got the Eight of Wands with the Divine Feminine here. And then we have her here as well. Also, the Magician's tools. What's helping you behind the scene? The Divine. It's not actually the Divine Feminine that's assisting you in your physical life. You're doing that, okay? And you're doing that via the energetic connection that the Divine is pushing your way. Okay. Corrugation. What's corrugation? I haven't got my phone with me. I wanted to say correlating, but corrugation's coming up. The Divine is pushing you to correlate. Is that the right? Converse with the Divine Feminine. The Chariot's here. The Divine Feminine's here. And I actually felt like, I did feel the energy of hell coming through. Not so much. This is like she's on the outskirts of hell. So she's making her way back to the light. So it's like she's coming to the darkness as far as she can. And then she kind of retreats. Okay, so she's off now to, I'd say self-soothe. Because after you've done a spell of work, not in a negative black magic way, but once you've done a spell of work, especially as a light worker, you transmute darkness and you transmute that into light. That's what we do. So we transmute fear into love. That's our role. We have to take time to like rest. And as you can see here, interesting because I'm picking up on the cloaked figure. So this is kind of enough guidance for you to kind of keep pursuing your path, divine masculine. You have the divine fully behind you. So this is where you're going to work on your faith and your trust in the divine and in infinite intelligence that you're actually tapping into with the magician's energy. So you have this wand. Okay, you're going to be receiving inspiration. You're given the Ace of Wands. Okay, it's a spark of inspiration, a nudge. Do you see how the table nudged? Look at them lights glowing on my hair, or on my eyes, look. Maybe you're going to have a couple of light bulb moments, okay? That's what it is. So it's not for you to rely on the divine feminine all the time for her guidance, although it's like she has given you plentiful amounts of guidance, okay? So here with the chariot is when the divine nudges you, and they're nudging you here, okay, to follow the path. The divine feminine's on it. She's just, okay, you're undercover, look. You're on catch-up. Feels like you've come from like the funeral home. I don't know. We have been in hell. I imagine that these are your ashes, actually. When we talk about the phoenix rising from the ashes, have a look, they're ashes, look. What do they say when, I don't know, because I've never like said that. Is it earth to earth, dust to dust, ashes to ashes? The ashes, that takes me to cricket. Is that where the, listen, I don't know too much about sport, but anyway, maybe not, I don't know. Cricket, then that's taking me to a quote, and my phone's on charge, so I'm not going to go and get it. It's not just a game of cricket. I remember Willow telling me that. I can't even remember the definition of it, but maybe someone does, and they're kind of, yeah, it's all syncing up, right, okay. Whereabouts are we on the story here? What's assisting you behind the scenes? The divine, the chariot energy. How are you feeling about this, Aries? King of Cups. Okay. Well, you look quite dark. You know when someone's like hair looks artificially dark? I reckon it's charred from hell. So you could be going through, if you've got love here, the cup of love, that's like liquid love, the holy grail. When you embrace love, you actually start to physically change. Because I felt the energy of you looking maybe old and ragged. It's like you can actually see, so maybe wrinkles or just tiredness. Okay, you can kind of see in someone's face if they've been through a rough life. Okay, you can also see in someone's face if they're happy. Now, just because you've been through a rough life doesn't mean that you can't change that around and admit happiness. Love does that. Love, sex, romance puts a glow on your face. Anyway, so I'm taken also to Violet Beauregard, I think that's her name, in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And she was impatient and she wanted to eat the everlasting gobstopper. No, I don't know if it was that. No, I don't think it was. That's the one that the thief outside was testing them with to get the recipe for it. Not that one. It was a 3-course meal. So Willy Wonka said, it's not ready. And she was impatient. And so she got the starter, then she got the main dish, and then she got to blueberry pie. And it wasn't quite perfected, the dessert. The pudding wasn't quite perfected. Okay, and she's bounce. Ends up looking like a blueberry, and that's a roller away. The Oompa Loompas. Anyway, so that's where that took me to. Oompa Loompa, Zoompa Dee Dee. I've got another puzzle for thee. Sounds a bit like the divine. Okay, not that way. That was too early. Let's roll you off out of here. Okay. You turn violet, Violet. So that's what it took me to. But the child kind of feel of coming out. Charcoal. Okay. How you feeling about yourself? You're a bit charred. Charizard. You need some like Pokemon energy. Pokemon! Okay, it's time to evolve. We're about to say, I feel like you're on the third. So who would that be? Charmander, was it? Oh, Charizard. Charmander. Charmaine? Charmander, I think, then goes to Charmaine. I think so. Charizard, I think, is like the fully evolved Charmander. If I remember rightly, Pokemon! Gotta catch them all. Right, okay. It does look like there's 4 candles here. Could be like you're lying in bed, look. You're lying in bed and you've got like the duvet pulled up. Purple rain, purple rain. Or like it's like black velvet, but it's purple velvet. Very luxurious feel here. And you're like pulling this cup up for this, well, this cup's here. Okay, you're having a good think. How is this affecting you? Let's get back to actually what the position is. What's the position with the cups hiding? Whatever it is you're doing, your hands aren't. Not touching anything underneath there. Yeah, well, the cup's hiding something. So I don't even feel like you need to touch yourself. You're just turned on by this feminine. Okay, she turns you on. Okay. Oh, she turns you on and she says that you've got a sexy body. Because there's something, an insecurity about body issues. Not being good enough. Don't be silly now. Okay. How does this affect others? I was just really chesty then. I actually heard a little wheeze. It was like... How does this affect others? Knight of Cups. There's just a stillness. It's a really nice, silent, quiet energy where it all just flows. How this is affecting others. Divine Masculine, you are being affected. You're going with the flow. And it feels good. A bit charred. I know. Charizard. Okay. Well, make sure you go and research that to make sure that you're evolving and not devolving. You need to come out of your Pokeball. Hopes or fears? 4 of Cups. The Divine Feminine has her intention completely upon this 1 cup. It's a complete reverse to what the 4 cups would be. I tried to explain it earlier, and I said that the masculine, I was explaining like the 5 of cups, but we realised I was talking about the 4, which was about having crossed arms. So kind of having a closed off posture about you, not being open. It's not an open, like you don't feel it's inviting if someone's there, standing there with their arms crossed. Okay. She has her arm, let's just say over, should we say her heart? And normally the figure's focusing on 3 cups that are standing up, and then there's a cup from the divine being offered. And she's just focusing on the 1 cup. And all that's coming through is your life is golden. And I'm sure I picked up that with that energy. Your life is golden. I think it's your eyes are golden, but listen, your life is golden, and that's all she's focusing on, is actually your life. Not you, Divine Masculine, but it's like your life together. She's focusing on the connection she has with the Holy Grail. Unconditional love. Okay. So there's no moodiness or stubbornness coming from the Divine Feminine here. She's focusing on the Holy Grail, and it looks like so are you. How this is affecting others. So she doesn't have any fears. She has hope. And the outcome, how beautiful. 2 of Cups. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine coming together. But both of your cups here. These readings are beautiful today. You don't know what to do. You don't need to know what to do. It would just happen so beautifully, naturally. That is the beauty of it. Complete guidance, complete assistance, really. Both of you bring something to the table that the other one desires, enjoys, and actually wants. You don't need each other, but you do want each other. You do kind of need each other for this mission, but faith. This feels very much about you working on your faith, okay, finding that connection with the divine. So let's look at the faith card. Because you gotta have faith. I've gotta have faith. See, you've gotta have faith. I've gotta have faith. Because you gotta have faith for faith for faith. I've gotta have faith for faith for faith for baby. Okay, Royal Purple Brick. So, should we hold it up with this card? Because that's what I'm picking up on this velvet energy here. I want to go into singing like Black Velvet, but that's just such a sexy song, in my opinion. I am more than I think I am. The legend. Peggy is terrified. I was going to say petrified. Terrified. Peggy is terrified. She can't see past the wall in front of her, and it is preventing her from moving forward. She cries out for help. The great spirits appear and tell her that she is holding a royal purple brick, thinking it is a wall. They encourage her to place the brick back in the path and ask her not to give up on life. Peggy lowers the brick to the ground and courageously steps forward. Her future lights up. It's like you've actually, instead of a brick, you've got yourself a cup of love, unconditional love here. Inspiration. What frightens you is something much smaller than you. Oh, what frightens you is something much smaller than you know. Well, what frightens you is something much smaller than you know. Love is like infinite. I feel like there's this energy being frightened of your own divineness. Don't let that stop you, seriously. So what frightens you is something much smaller than you know. If you are experiencing pain, hold on tighter. Oh, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. Your greatness awaits. Personal inquiry. I'm reading all these words wrong. It's like it's coming out personal injury, personal inquiry. I have a tremendous amount of personal magnetism. Yeah, we just spoke about that in the last reading. That's what it was, personal magnetism. I believe they were the actual words I used. You have the same, Divine Masculine. I have a tremendous amount of personal magnetism. Am I willing to allow myself to shine? Key ideas, narrow focus, miracles all around. Not following wise counsel, not accepting your gifts, using energy in a self-defeating way. Keywords, gifts, muse, and fear. The meditation, this is your time to let go and recognise your own gifts. Thank your guides for protecting you and not allowing you to give up. This is the first step in communicating and sharing with the world. The royal purple brick is a part of your path, not the entire journey. Beautiful message. I'm actually leaving you, Aries, with your own reading. So there you go. I'll catch up with you soon and we'll be on for Taurus.